surprise. Yes, I am at Watches and Wonders. You're right. I mean, it's confusing. I right now what you can see is that I am in front of something which is cooking, right? I'm a Jaeger-LeCoultre, but there is marriage of precision with gastronomy. That's exactly what I had hinted to you guys earlier. And today I'm discovering all of that, how this marriage of culinary art takes place with watchmaking as an art. So we are with Chef Himanshu, and I'm going to talk to him along with tasting certain delicious preparations that he's presenting to me today.
So this one is the first dish. We call this a precision of taste.
Precision of taste.
So for 4 dishes, we have to take inspiration from the Valley Tiju. So of course, for this course, we use the shell of the pani puri, which is crispy, and then we may use the chestnuts from the valley, and we add some artichokes. We add some water chestnuts. Then we use the gucci, the morels, with some sapphire. We use a lot of spices also in this one, and then we smoke it with the cherry wood.
Okay.
On the side, we have made a broth of the mushrooms and the white asparagus.
Okay.
So you have this in 1 bite, 2 bites, and then you can sip.
But it's all vegetarian, so I'm very happy. Otherwise, no. Okay. So this to be eaten now.
Yes.
And then this. Okay. At one go like pani puri. Or I can bite.
You can bite, but for me, you get all the best flavors.
Amazing. There are multiple flavors that I'm getting at one time.
So for the next one, we have a rosette like achappam from Kerala, and we fill it with peanuts and gorgonzola cheese. Then we make the chutney of beetroot with the spices, and we use some arugula and a hint of orange zest. On the side, we've made a tea out of kokum, vermouth, dry vermouth, and blueberries. So you eat this in 2-3 bites. You can sip along.
Wow, this is fabulous. This is absolutely out of the world. Like, this is a special creation that you have for Jaeger-LeCoultre. But if you had to create something like this for India market, I don't know how you do that.
We have similar technique and philosophy also, of course, with our restaurant, and that's why after seeing our work, they decided to work with us. We have a collaboration like this.
I can't call this as a kokum sherbet, but it's kokum plus
blueberry and dry vermouth.
It's fabulous. It's really outstanding.
Thank you.
And the first one that you gave me was a pani puri type.
Yeah.
What was that called?
So we call that mysterious forest.
Mysterious forest.
Yes.
It was outstanding.
Thank you.
So tell me, when you first got this proposition of getting on board for Jaeger-LeCoultre, what were the first thoughts that how can you marry precision or let's say gastronomy marriage with watchmaking? Did you ever wonder, or did you just instantly said yes, I will do it?
No, there was a challenge to make this happen, but of course there are certain common principles in watchmaking and in cooking.
Which are they?
It's about being precise. Like what you've seen is a precise pattern shape. How it looks, it's same with every time they make it. So that's the precision we want to have in common with the principles of the watchmaking. The last one which you have was our precision of fabrication. So we fabricated the crisp, and then we combine the flavors which are not really common. So the gorgonzola, the beetroot, the peanuts, you don't see it often being paired together. So we fabricated those flavors. We made
rare flavors.
Yeah.
But principles, when you mentioned to me, besides the precision, there is any other principle that you also see which has commonality
I mean to see,
between.
like for example, there are many machines which have been made so many years ago, and they're still been in application in today's world. They're still relevant. They're still very important.
Correct.
And then every time you have a new artwork, a new design, you sometimes reinvent your own creation. And I see that happen with food also.
Okay.
When you try to modernize something, most of the time it's you reinvent a classic.
Okay.
So that sometimes classics doesn't go out of fashion. You bring them back in some way or the other. I think same things happens with the watchmaking, and same things happens with the cooking also.
Okay.
And everyone has their own vision. Like, I mean to say, there are very rare that you have new timepieces in terms of technology, but most of the time, what is happening right now is reinventing, taking inspiration from the past and moving forward.
Yeah, so you go into your archives in the history and take that inspiration, and so you see that also happens in the cooking.
100% all the time.
Okay.
Like,
so where do you get your inspiration from?
I get inspiration from the manufacturer when I visited there.
And what was your inspiration from?
It's just that some of like this timepiece took them 8 months to assemble.
Okay. It's a reverso?
Yes, it's a reverso. It took 8 months. So much of hard work, dedication, and labor has gone into making this timepiece. Is something which I want to reflect on to my cooking also.
8 months it would take for you?
No, sometimes you spend so much time to discover a new dish. You put together elements. Sometimes you get stuck, and you keep on working on a dish till it becomes perfect. I mean to say, you don't have to wait for 8 months, but I mean to say, you don't lose hope on. You make something, doesn't happen, then you start again.
And you do quality check as well there? When you're cooking.
Of course.
Like there's quality check out here. You're putting things together and tasting. That's what you mean.
I mean to say that there is so much labor and love which goes into making a watch. And I see it's the same principle.
Labor of love and affection.
Like when you pickle something, it took months.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just produce overnight. No, you make a pickle, it takes months to get it right.
So how much time it took for you to?
So from last 6 months we've been working on this.
6 months it took for you to?
No, but we did multiple dishes. We did 15 dishes. We narrowed down plus minus, and then we
zeroed into these.
Four dishes.
So which are the 4 signature dishes that you have now here?
The first, this one and this one you tasted.
Which one? What was it? Name it for me.
Mysterious Forest.
Mysterious Forest.
This is Crimson Rosette.
Crimson Rosette. Okay.
Then we have the Pine Nut Delight.
Okay.
And we have the Verbena Outburst.
Okay. So 4 dishes. It took you 6 months. And you got the inspiration also from the manufacturer and valuable jewelry.
Yes.
All right.
Like there are certain ingredients which I would not use in Indian cuisine.
Like?
If I'm not been exposed to, like chestnuts.
Chestnuts you will not use in Indian cuisine.
Like it's not, you can use it. I'm not afraid to use any ingredients, but I have not really thought about using it in the cooking. But then when you are exposed to certain ingredients, you want to make an application. You want to use it. Like verbena, for example, is something which is not very common. Melissa. It's something which is not very common in Indian food, but then of course you get exposed to such ingredients, and you try to use it with Indian flavors.
When did you know already you would become a chef?
I think when I was growing up, I spent so much time in the kitchen of my grandparents because there was an extended family of 50 people.
Okay.
Back in the day, it was a big families.
Okay.
Imagine. When you prepare 3 meals for 50 people, it's almost like a small banquet.
So you had a family so big, huh?
Yeah, back in the day when I was growing up.
Okay. And you already knew at that time you want to become chef?
Yeah, because you spend so much time in the kitchen, you had started admiring the nuances of cooking, and of course wants to give your mom, your aunts a helping hand, so you're always active. And of course, the love of eating food is always pushes you to pursue it. Like if you really like something, then you get to do give your best if you like your profession. You know? So
Did you ever think that you would one day in future sit in Geneva and create such a marriage which is between cuisine and precision with a watchmaking
but of
company?
course, I'm more happy that I'm representing Indian cuisine in Watches and Wonder, which is a big honor. I get to voice my opinion about Indian food and tell the world that Indian food can also be this. It's not just a curry, bread, rice, kebab.
How nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you so
for
much.
making us proud.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Tell me, you're wearing Jaeger-LeCoultre's Reverso.
Yes.
Do you have any particular watch that you like?
No, I always believe that. I believe.
I'm not yet finished.
Time.
Okay.
Time should never be bought. It should always be gifted.
Time should be always gifted.
Should never be bought for yourself.
Wow.
So I always wear worn two watches, both of them gifted by one by my parents and one by my boss.
Okay.
And this is the third watch I've ever worn in my life.
This is the third watch. So which are the first two?
Was like a Timex back in the day.
No problem.
And then
Timex,
I was the one which I'm wearing right now is a Jaguar.
Jaeger. Okay, and both are from somebody who loves you.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And this is a third watch which is being given by Jaeger-LeCoultre
For some time.
For some time,
Yes.
But do you like this watch?
Yes.
Do you like the feel of it?
Yeah, you can change the dial, you can make it look crazy like this, and then you can go make it look formal.
Correct.
And of course, when I visited the manufacturer, I see the moments like in really precise way with the lens and everything. So
you know, you said it so well. Time is something which you believe that it shouldn't be bought.
yes.
It should be only given.
Yes.
And time, according to me, is the most important gift that you can give to anyone.
Yes.
It's so precious.
Yes.
So once gone, you cannot add that time.
Yes.
Right? Do you see there is essence of time even in cooking?
100%.
And how? Can you elaborate?
Because cooking is time precise. In baking, you need certain temperature, you need certain time, you need certain amount of moisture. So of course, time is of great value. Like in one of the dishes, we defrost the pine nut milk, so it is a precise timing. Because if you consume it before, it will still be frozen. If you consume it after 6 hours, it will not have the same temperature. So we need to precisely do the defrost of the frozen milk to make it right.
And if you had to make your own watch or design your own watch because you are so creative already, how your watch would look? Would it be leather belt? Would it be metal strap? Would it be steel? Would it be gold?
I really get fascinated with the pocket watches. I think
Okay.
it's a thing of past, and I really like that feeling of keeping a good watch in your pocket.
In your pocket, okay?
Yeah.
So
maybe a pocket watch.
but it doesn't
maybe
matter whether it's gold or steel. No problem. Color is not a problem.
No, for me it's now I respect the watchmakers more than I've probably imagined in my life before, because I never see them at work before. And then that's the thing with every art form, you should, even if you don't know about it, I think one should learn to respect it.
Perfect. You're so correct. You have any other message out there for the young chefs who are in the making?
I would say that it's about time that we should increase our horizon and try to incorporate ingredients from around the world, because like the way you dressed up, the way I dressed up is not traditional Indian.
Sure.
We're speaking English, which is not
Again,
natively
like
Indian.
Indian.
So when we upgrade ourselves with our lifestyle, with everything, why we want to stuck down with food?
Really well.
So you have to keep going on the path of evolution, and I think that should also happen with food. People should accept food with a broader perspective, and not just say that why you destroy a recipe or why you've done so much of modernization, because everyone has modernized themselves. So, but sometimes they want to get stuck with food.
Great. Thank you.
Thank
Now
you,
I
madam.
will thank you.
Thank you.